Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Observers Podcast. On today's episode, I have Cyril and Ope with me. If this is your first time on this channel, please subscribe and give this video a like. It will really help us. But today, we have a couple of matches to touch on. First of all, football is back after the international break. And Arsenal, Ope, I know you wanted us to record yesterday, but because of this boy, we could not record. But Saka is back. And I was seeing everybody on the TL guy. It was crazy, man. Well, what are you to announce your return after 4 months out? 7 minutes coming off the bench. How do you feel having Saka back, especially with the Madrid game ahead?
Bro, guys, the machine is here, man.
Both black.
I mean, what else can I say? If you watch the game, like, just listen to the first row when he first of all went out to warm up. It was crazy.
Yeah,
Him coming off the bench,
the
bro,
reaction.
honestly, the stadium was erupting, and I honestly do think that since Thierry Henry, I think Saka is one player that a lot of Arsenal fans idolize and feel some sort of connection to. You know, coming in from the academy, an academy boy through and breaking into the team, and the way he has developed in front of our eyes, it feels like that's our son, that's our brother, or whatnot. And it was good. And all of a sudden, him coming on, the players seem to, I just know, they just woke up. I'm not saying that they were not playing well before he came on, but there seemed to be some level of sharpness and thickness that,
Yeah,
you know, that came up after he came on, and he contributed with a goal, which was good. And I like the fact that he's not being rushed back. In fact, I actually think that he was ready to play before the last international
yeah,
break. I
yeah,
think
yeah.
because Arteta, being a smart guy, he found a way not to make him play so that he doesn't go and represent England.
England.
I remember the game before Chelsea. Zinchenko posted training pictures before then, and he made a mistake by posting one picture where Saka was there, and it kind of got a bit of an uproar within Arsenal fans. So he's been touching grass since. It was just
Yeah,
all about just easing him into the team, and
yeah.
with the huge fixture against Real Madrid coming up next week, obviously he's a huge role, but I don't think we can deny the elephant in the room, which is Arsenal have lost their best defender this season over the last 2 years, which is Gabriel. So it's like from fire pan to fire. But I'll give big up to Arsenal. Even despite the fact that I'm a fan, I must say that I like the fact that they've been able to win games with despite losing some of their big players throughout the season. I think Martinelli was out for like 3 months. Same thing with Saka, 3 months as well. Ben
Odegaard
White has
was out
barely
for a
played
while.
this season. Yeah, it's crazy. But on the funny side of things, one man who has not been missing has been Thomas Partey. And one of my friends said maybe, he went back to Ghana to make a sacrifice. So he played throughout the season trying to get a new contract. Everybody else is just getting
Yeah.
one way or the other. But yeah, it was a good victory for them. And I hope that they can be consistent going forward.
Do you think Saka coming back changes everything for Madrid?
Not entirely, because the left hand side of Madrid's defense bad is not bad. I think where Madrid really, really have a problem is in that right back position. And I think it's quite sad that Federico Valverde might not play. That's just
Yeah.
skepticism. But that guy is a machine. I remember the last Champions League game at the Bernabeu. I mean, reports came out that he had to take injections before the game. He's a beast. So I wouldn't say he's totally ruled out at this point in time. But definitely, Madrid have weak areas that Arsenal can take advantage of. Look, those Arsenal boys step up to the plate and give their A game. But
See,
then again, guys,
okay.
Madrid in the
Do
Champions League
you
is
have
different.
hope? Like, I suspect that you will win the game.
To be
Ah!
honest, I would like to, in my heart of hearts, I know that it's a Madrid win. But if I'm looking, maybe just based on form,
Make Chico
Yeah.
not catch you.
Arsenal has a chance. But we all know that when it comes to the Champions League,
Champions League, exactly. Like Madrid is like a different team in the Champions League. That's the
yeah,
problem. Siri, do you
That's how I
think?
see it.
Yeah,
I'm very happy. I'm very happy Sid Gabriel has been their best defender for the
yeah,
past 2 years. Because I genuinely
yeah,
feel Saliba
yeah.
gets the rep,
Praise.
but it's Gabriel, yeah. But at the same time, I'm
Fine boy
very
privilege.
sad that I said fine boy privilege. I'm very sad that Saka is back. I thought I'm very sad about it. Extremely sad. I wanted him to miss this Madrid game because that was the only hope. If Saka
Yeah,
wasn't there, I'll be very confident and cocky about it that
when Saka
Madrid will
scored,
pipe them out.
I was very sad. I can't lie. I'm like, these guys will
They
let
hate
us
to
go.
watch.
Nah, it was sweet. Everybody was late watching yesterday. It went
Yeah,
Yeah,
to make things better.
nah,
Man,
man.
yesterday as well, so it
Yeah.
was sweet. It was sweet.
Speaking of Man U, Siri, what's going on at your club now?
you know, this season is off. I can't. That yesterday game was so frustrating because if you watch the game, yeah, first of all, that first goal was so childish. Like this whole season have been so childish. I think we're the team that considered the most early goals, like second most early goals. We're behind I think is it Southampton or something. We're always conceding early. We're always making it hard. Every United game is always so hard. Like you can never make it easy. First of all, never winning with like 3 goals difference. It's always 2-1, 1-0. It's always hard. It always goes down to the line and it's so annoying. And we played to Nottingham game. No Nottingham, they just all they need to do is just score first, then
Yeah,
they
yeah.
sit. And we just played to
I
that
think they
game.
scored in the
Like
7 minutes. I think it's not
yeah, it was just so easy for them. No, just so easy because we created a lot. But at the same time, the quality of our attack is very mid-table
yeah.
quality. There are no guy. As I was saying, the attack is so mediocre, guy. Like Ganacho kept on. Like imagine you had better players in those positions receiving the ball that Ganacho is receiving. Those areas Ganacho is receiving in. It would be a different conversation.
You know,
Ganacho, I couldn't
the problem
believe.
with
I couldn't
Garnacho is
believe
I
this
feel
guy.
like he's just one of those kind of players that still need
Mm.
to be coming off the bench.
That's what I'm saying. He can't
Like
start
he
next
can't be
season. The
starting
water.
like this. Yeah,
He can't
like
start next season.
he's not
He's
there
not
yet.
ready.
He's not there
He's
yet.
not
No, no, no,
ready.
no, no. No.
And for
He
me,
thinks like a wonder kid, the guy. You have passed that. Like forget that
he
wonder kid.
has
You
he
have
has
passed that.
played a lot of games. Last season he started
He
like
has experience under his belt too. Like
yeah.
he's not a small boy. You.
Now Garnacho yesterday was like my turning point for him. I don't think I have the patience to wait for him to blossom.
You know,
The
but me,
club does.
I like him, Sha. I can't lie. I feel like
I like
nah,
him, but the
Garnacho has
patience is not
potential.
there anymore. We can't wait.
Yeah, it's just nobody has
Yeah,
that time in United right now to be waiting
we
for him.
can. We need to.
Yeah,
We need
he
to
needs someone
start
that.
dominating.
But that's the thing now. Like, if it's not Garnacho, who else? Because I don't know what United's transfer will be like in the summer, but I expect it to be difficult, guy. I expect it to be hard.
No, I
See,
don't.
I feel like this will be the hardest summer transfer for United. It
But
will be hard to
but I
convince
don't
players
think.
to come to United, even with your
I
big
hear
name and
you.
everything.
No, I hear you, but why I think it should be hard because we're not going. The recruitment strategy this summer is for young players that can offer something. Now we're no more going for the normal United big names, Zlatan, Pogba, Di Maria, or I'm not going for those kind of players that will come for high wages. Even that Osimhen links, I don't think it's possible unless we can maybe do a trade for Garnacho. But we're going for younger players. You see it with the signing of Chidobe, Heaven, Dogu. All those players, I don't think any of them,
Euro,
none of them are up to 23.
yeah.
Zex is like 20, probably like 23. So we're going for younger players and they will come. You just give them the normal 80K a week. That are happy. They will run.
Naturusha, yeah.
Yeah,
Like
they
it's
run.
mostly money, guy. I keep forgetting that it's
So,
money, guy. They don't even care, man. All those guys don't care, guy.
if if we're still going for big names, I'll be more concerned.
But
But
yeah,
the
yeah,
United name is still there. The brand.
yeah. Well, what's it called? Amirom, Abi, what's his name? Amirom, yes.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know why they keep asking him about Rashford. Like, leave him alone.
Bro, the guy said that since he came to England, he has talked to reporters more than he ever did when he was in Portugal.
Bro, every single day there's a new Ruben interview. Like, calm down.
And they ask him the same thing every
Every
time.
single
It's so
time.
annoying.
Rashford,
Rashford.
bro. Rashford is Aston Villa. Leave me alone. God. But still, I don't agree
Like
what he said though. Where he said
about
players,
the
the pressure of playing for United, because I don't think
it's
they have
true
spent.
though.
It's true. I agree with the
Yeah.
Elanga one.
Uh,
I don't think
mm,
at that time when he was there, I feel like it was the right decision. Do you understand?
mhm.
But Rashford feels like a scapegoat in all of this guy.
The problem with Rashford
You
is
know how
if
good, bro. When I was checking this Twitter stuff, bro.
mm,
I was seeing his ranking in other clubs all time.
all time, yeah.
This guy is a baller,
Yeah.
the guy. And he was
I
playing for United in their worst period, bro. Nah, come on. It's too hard.
personally, yeah, my take on Rashford now. Me, I've witnessed Rashford since he broke through. I've witnessed Rashford since he broke through when he was 18. This guy, the issue with Rashford is that it comes to a point where you demand responsibility and kind of consistency from him. The club has rightfully platformed him. They gave him a big payout. They gave him 300k, 300 or something k. I think it's 300k. But if you check the caliber of players they give those wages to, it's actually like the best of the best, consistent players. Salah, the KDBs, the even Thomas Muller, I don't think he ever saw 300k in Bayern, no, in
Yeah.
his prime. Like that salary, that wage is for players that they don't need to be in the mood to perform.
So the reason is not his performances then is because of the money.
It's associated with it because now he's not
So
playing.
so that means I'm right, he's the scapegoat. He's just the scapegoat in all of this. They
He's not a
can't do it
scapegoat. He has a part in it.
bro.
Like
That's
every player is a scapegoat. If you play for United, you're going to be a scapegoat. Onana is a scapegoat. Maguire is a scapegoat. Bruno
nah,
is.
but
Pogba
Rashford's own is
was.
different. And you know what I'm talking about. Rashford's own is different. It's different.
I feel he could have, because okay, imagine a coach. He just came into the club here. Okay, you drop Rashford and maybe Garnacho. That's what happened. Drop Rashford and Garnacho from the City's game. You're probably doing this to get a reaction from those players. The next game, they'll be hungry, or during the training, they'll be hungry. Then what happens? Next, like after 2 days, Rashford is giving an interview that, he wants to live on good terms. He wants a new challenge. It's obvious
Guy,
that
why are
his
you
head is
acting
not in
like
the
he
club.
just came out of thin air? Ruben was the one that prompted it. He's the one that provoked
By
it.
dropping him,
No, not the dropping on. When they asked him why he dropped him, he gave the excuse that they're not ready to play
not
for
training
United.
well.
Yes,
No, he said
like
it was training. Yes, now coaches
no,
do this. How is that wrong?
but that was no. But was that why? So you're telling me that Rashford was not performing well in training. That's why he let him out of the squad. They didn't put him on the bench.
Do we have cameras in the training session? Have you
Guy,
seen
forget that.
it?
Guy, we have sense
I'm
now.
going
How
to
about?
take the coach's word for it, because he dropped Garnacho too now. Literally, he dropped Garnacho and Rashford. It was a big deal that we didn't have enough attackers, and he dropped this too. I think we went
Yeah,
to that City game with two playing attack. Okay, it's normal as them sexy, but it was shocking when he dropped Garnacho and Rashford. He said they were not training well. He said he's watching everything. So I'm going
so
to take his word for
the
it.
downloader is
It's
training
not
well.
story.
Downloader is playing now is doing well.
Now, he
Guy,
can train
yeah,
well and be shit
yeah,
on match day.
man.
Exactly. He can train and be shit on match day. But I'm saying this Rashford stuff is probably best for both parties to
I feel like
just
I feel
go their
like he
separate way.
felt disrespected. Guy, Rashford has done a lot for
Rashford felt
United.
disrespected. Done
Yes,
a lot. Oh
yes.
God.
Apart from Bruno,
Ah,
who has been your best player since
bro, he
post
has been in the
COVID?
club for more than 8 years. Since, let me say, Rashford broke through like 2015. More than
Yeah,
10, like 8 to 10 years he has been at the
yeah,
club.
yeah.
When do we
So
start requesting for higher standard from him? He has been there longer than Bruno. Do you want to see keep pampering him like he's in the academy.
I feel like if United had, done Rashford, like how City did Haaland, or how Arsenal are doing Saka, like that's their poster child. Like build the team around him.
Do you
Could have-
think Rashford is that good enough for a team to be
yes,
built from him?
yes.
No,
Talent wise,
no,
come on.
no,
See,
So
I rate
no.
his talent as
Guy,
high.
no.
His
yeah,
talent.
in this
You're
saga, the truth
wrong.
Rashford has refused to level up beyond the potential that everybody has seen. So this is someone that we know
I
probably
love
had
you.
to maybe be a world class player, and he hasn't reached that level. And I
He
think
hasn't.
generation of footballers have changed. Like the kind of potential that Rashford has right now, someone else who's probably more hungry about football, they will have that potential and then they will try their best to harness it and take it to the next level. Cristiano Ronaldo was not born a great footballer. He didn't have the talent as far as me I'm concerned, but like he trained himself and developed himself. Messi is a natural born baller. That's the clear difference between both of them. So for me, I think Rashford as well probably doesn't have, in terms of um, people who need to keep him in track. I don't think he has people that
Yeah.
would talk his bluff and tell him that, bro, you're messing up. You need to put your head down and do the needful. His brother is his agent.
Do
So, and his brother obviously cares about the peace. So his brother will the peace coming in.
let me add to that. We've had Let me add to that. Since Rashford came to, he has had Van Gaal, he has had Mourinho, he has had Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Ragnick, Ten Hag, and now Amorim. I won't Van Gaal. He didn't really spend time with Van Gaal just that first year or half a year, so. But when Mourinho came in, he said the same thing about Rashford. If he wants to be the best, like he can, he needs to. Everything is with Rashford. The same thing with Ragnick. Ragnick said the same thing. Ole said you can't be a mood player that you want to play when you're in the mood. That is not football.
Yeah.
You have to
Vibes and
deliver. Yeah, you just have to deliver whether you're in the mood or not. Ten Hag said the same thing. He said if Rashford wants it, that's literally the quote every time. If Rashford wants it, if he wants it, Amorim said the same thing. So all these coaches have said the same thing about this player. Come on, it can't be a lie. Now you see him, he has something to prove now. He's in Villa. He thought he was going to go to maybe Barca or he
Yeah.
let's not lie, he expected higher than Villa.
Yeah.
It came down to like the last day for that Villa move. He has something to prove now. You see him what he's playing now. He's playing with more energy. Rashford is pressing, he's following the last man, making
Yeah.
tackles. The United wasn't doing that.
Did his goal today?
Eh?
Did his
Yeah, I
goal?
saw it.
Yes.
Yeah,
Bro.
the counter attack.
Yeah.
Rashford at United will probably have missed that and wouldn't score.
True,
That's
sha.
the, that's the truth. And I think, there was something Cyril was saying. I think for Amorim just has a standard at which he feels every player should be on, irrespective of who you are. I need everybody
Yeah.
at that level. There's some managers that want you to, the same way you train, that's the same intensity I want you to put in games. So show me that
Mm.
intensity. Conte is one of those coaches. I think if Rashford was under Conte, I don't think Rashford would be able to cope under Conte because the way Conte will drill you, he like show me what you would do in the game. So maybe for someone like Rashford, he feels he probably doesn't need to give his all. He feels he's already big boy at United. He's got the number 10 on his back,
Yeah.
300k plus weekly. Why do I need to be competing at the same level in training with somebody who is just coming in from the academy? That could be his mindset. Also, some people were saying, he started fumbling because that babe broke up with him. And maybe that affected his form. Now, you never really know with ballers. I think sometimes we forget that they're also human beings and then they go through these
Yeah.
things
Yeah.
human go through as well. But the
It
question
just
is, you're a professional. So you need to turn up, bro. You need to
need
turn
to
up at the
turn
end
up.
of
Yeah.
the day.
Pep always says that football starts from here, man. Like you can have all the
Just
talent in
like
the world.
Sancho now. If somebody ever tried to
Exactly,
justify
Sancho.
Sancho flop, I will beat the person. If somebody can't say, "Oh, it's United fault that Sancho is not performing," I can start exchanging
Bro,
blows with
you
you
guys on
because Sancho is one
60K.
of the most
That's a Yahoo boy.
lazy,
That's a Yahoo boy.
unmotivated. Sancho lazy, unmotivated, overrated. everything negative you don't want in the professional
Yes.
footballer is Sancho. It is Sancho.
And he has
Those
all
kind
the
of players,
talent in the world.
this
Talent is
talent. You
never
can
enough.
see that.
Yeah, talent is never enough. You know, Sancho's own, I always knew about it, Sha. I always suspected it. I always used to tell you guys when you guys were shouting Sancho, that why is the only United that wants to sign this guy? Like, if he's that good, everybody will be after him. Only United. Something didn't seem right. But speaking of potentials and talent, Yamal.